Hey, welcome back. I'm Tim Adams, president of Tomato Productions, and this week we're going to be talking about how video can be used to generate leads for your business. And one of the most powerful uses of video in generating leads that we're seeing this year is what's called one-to-one email videos. And these are video responses to prospects or customers that email into your business. It's very easy to get caught up in the moment and just hit the reply button and write out a response. How much more powerful would it be if you received an email back from a company that not only addressed you by name, but addressed all of the points that you brought up or the questions that you were asking in your email to that company? It's an incredibly powerful tool, and it's super simple to do. You don't need to hire a videographer to come in. You can shoot that video on your phone or your tablet. You can use the webcam on your laptop or, that's plugged into your computer. And it's super powerful in establishing relationships, which is where purchase decisions come from. As humans, we like to do business with people we know, like, and trust. And knowing and liking somebody at a business or a company is going to lead to generating that trust. So another use of video is Instagram. Instagram has made huge leaps in the last couple of years in terms of integrating video into their platform. And in terms of generating leads for your company, Instagram has hashtags. Now, you may or may not be familiar with a hashtag. For those of you who might be older that don't know what a hashtag is, it's just a number sign. But it's incredibly powerful in terms of being able to tag a post that you put on Instagram with, a hashtag. Okay, that's a tag. That's what we call it for short. That has to do with, the product or service that you have to offer. For example, when I make a post on Instagram, I will hashtag video production, hashtag filmmaking, hashtag video marketing. So these are similar to the keywords that you want to rank for in terms of your search engine optimization, but you can also use hashtags to garner the attention of people on Instagram that follow that particular hashtag. So if you want to make inroads into a particular industry or a vertical, you find out what the popular hashtags are for those verticals or those industries, and you simply use them in your tags or in your posts. The power of this is that it doesn't cost you anything to use that hashtag. And Instagram provides you, the user, the ability to follow a specific hashtag or set of hashtags. And so anytime somebody uses that hashtag in a post, it pops up on your feed. This is incredibly powerful because it gives you the ability to break into markets or break into industries or verticals that would otherwise cost you thousands of dollars to use more traditional marketing methods. Now, you need to do your research. You need to understand how Instagram works and, the proper use of hashtags. You don't want to use 40 different hashtags in one post. A lot of people choose to do it that way. I don't think that's necessarily the best way to do it, because you're kind of shotgunning. You're not laser focused on exactly who it is that you're trying to reach. But definitely do your research. And, again, we're happy to sit down and talk through the options with you and figure out what the best strategy is. Another hugely powerful use of video in terms of generating leads for your company is testimonials. It's an old one, but it's a good one because there's power there. What you're doing is you're borrowing credibility from regular people. These in this case, it's your customers, but you're borrowing their credibility and you're really using somebody that other people can relate to. When we look at a testimonial, yes, it's pure marketing, but we're also seeing people being authentic. It's very important that you have authenticity in your testimonials. And so you don't want to incentivize people to give you testimonials because they're not necessarily going to be authentic. When you incentivize, maybe you give the customer a discount on their next service or the next time they buy a product. Maybe you pay them, just directly say, hey, we're going to cut you a check for this. That kind of thing is going to make your customer feel obligated to say good things about you rather than giving an honest opinion. So it's very important that you do not bribe, for lack of a better term, your customers into giving you good testimonials. What you should be doing is focusing on providing a consistently good and pleasant and easy customer experience, so that them giving you an honest review that is positive comes very naturally. The more testimonials you have, the easier it is for your prospects and your leads to find somebody that they relate to. And once we find somebody we relate to, it's a lot easier for trust to be generated. So think about who you could ask today that could generate testimonials for you. Now, there's a couple different ways you can do this. It's all about what matches your culture, what matches your marketing campaign and strategy. So another video that you can use to generate leads is the video business card. Now, this might seem like a strange title for a style of video, and you don't really have to overthink it. It's a very simple video that explains who you are, what your philosophy is, basically an overview of your company. It's fairly short, a minute and a half to 2 minutes at the most, and it's usually involving the CEO, the president, kind of the leader of the company, because we need to establish what the culture is. We need to understand what drives the business. Why are you in business? That's important for people to understand. And then maybe touch on what it is that you actually provide. Is it a product? Is it a service? Is it both? And why should I pay attention to your product or your service? It's a lot of information to pack into a very short video. And that's where a provider like us can come in and really help navigate through that for you and create a really good, solid plan for making that video business card the best it possibly can be. All right, this next one is really going to catch you by surprise, and that is YouTube captions. Everybody thinks of YouTube as an amazing video platform, and it is in a lot of ways. But what a lot of people don't understand is that YouTube will automatically create captions based on the audio or the dialogue that's included in a video that you upload. A lot of people don't understand that those captions then are indexable, and what that means is that search engines, especially Google, will actually skim through those captions and use those to generate keywords that your company can rank for. So it is important that when you upload a video to YouTube, you actually go in and you can edit those captions so that they're accurate. Their algorithm that does that automatically is not perfect, and it's important that you fix that dialogue, those captions, so that they're accurate to what is actually being said. And the reason for that is because I've seen it happen. A video was uploaded, the captions were just left as they were, as YouTube generated them, and they started ranking for, let's just say, bad things that they did not want associated with their company, and that's because YouTube's captioning system got some things wrong in that video. And so by going in and fixing those, we were able to not only get rid of them ranking for the things they didn't want to rank for, but it actually helped their SEO to rank for the keywords and phrases that they did want to rank for. So do not underestimate the importance of going in and checking those captions, because they're hugely important. The final video that we're going to talk about is just Facebook video. There are so many users on Facebook these days, and it's only getting more, that you cannot ignore Facebook as a video outlet or a video platform to be used in your marketing. Now, the only exception to that is if you have already identified that your target market isn't on Facebook. So it doesn't really help you if you're advertising or putting video out on Facebook if your market isn't there. If you're doing a lot of B2B, business to business marketing and sales, and that's where your audience is, then you probably should look at LinkedIn, or any of the other B2B networking platforms that are out there. However, you might also want to consider Facebook, because while LinkedIn is pretty much a corporate Facebook, it looks different, operates differently, but essentially it's a platform for that. You may want to take a second look at Facebook to see if there's potentially another market or a different audience that could use your services as well, and that's where they're at, is on Facebook. So Facebook video is not going to be the right solution for everybody, but 9 times out of 10, there will be a place in the strategy that Facebook video could help establish, your business as an authority. It could, benefit your marketing strategy in some way. So it's big enough that you should not be ignoring it. And if you have looked at it and determined that it's not for you, I encourage you to take another look just to be sure, because it's a massive potential audience that, you don't want to ignore. So that's it for this week. I appreciate you watching to the end, and we'll see you next time.